at 22 tips and tricks. What's up, guys? My name is Natasha. Welcome back to my channel. This is my channel. It's called Hidden Beauty by Tosh. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I'm not going to do an intro, nothing like that, because if you're watching this video and if you clicked on this video, you're here to be informed. You're here to learn some new things, because I'm not going to waste my time chatting with you guys. So we're going to get right into the video. Okay, so I made a list here, and I have a total of 8 tricks moving into your first apartment. I moved into my first apartment when I was 22. Sorry, drinking coffee.
Oh, so good. So good.
It was back in November 2019. Me and my boyfriend moved into our first apartment together. It was a journey. It was fun. It was awesome. It's something that we have been planning for, we've been together for 3 years. So it's something that we've been planning for like 2 years now. Honestly, it's the best thing that could have happened to me. So I want to help you guys out with a list that I have written out for you guys. Literally, I spent my time in my room writing this out, remembering what I did, how I did it. The list is in order from what you should start doing to the last thing you're going to do. So it's literally in order. So I really hope this helps. First thing you want to do, if you're currently not working, okay, if you're currently not working and if you are currently unemployed and you are planning on moving out, I would suggest you to get a job. Before I moved into my apartment, I was working for Nordstrom's for about 2 years. I was working there and I literally just quit. I was so overworking in that shitty place. Like, I hated it. I felt so underappreciated. I felt like a bunch of things. So I literally quit. Let's see. So I moved into my apartment November 2019. I quit my job May 2019, a few months before moving out. And if I'm being honest, the summer was a shit show for me. I found another job after Nordstrom's and it was fucking terrible. I walked out. I'm the type of person in a job, if you're going to test me and if you're going to degrade me and if you're going to literally belittle me, I don't want anything to do with you. I will walk out and I will find another job. I'm not the type of person to leave jobs. I last in jobs for very long periods of time, but if I'm not going to deal with shit, I'm not going to deal with shit, and that's just my nature. That's who I am. So I quit. Long story short, summer was very stressful because we decided, there's an apartment opening that we found. I need to move out. I need to get another job. I already had a decent savings, but I still needed a job to have for when we move out, you know? The way I found a job, like now I have a job secured, perfect. But the way I found the job, Indeed. Go on Indeed, make a resume. Make a resume. If you want to have someone do it for you, or if you guys want to message me and ask me how to make a perfect resume, I will help you out. I promise you, I will help you out. I have absolutely no problems helping you guys with resumes. I have a bunch. That is the thing that's going to help you get a job, your resume. So you want to make sure your resume is perfect. And then you just go on Indeed, and once you have your resume set, you just apply. You can apply to like freaking 100 places a day. I promise you, just apply, and you're good. A lot of places will call you back. A lot of places will email you. So that is my first step that you need to do. If you want to move into your first apartment, you need to find a job and you need to be consistent. The second thing that you're going to have to do after you find a job, you need to start saving money. You need to save money, and you need to plan a time frame. What do I mean by planning a time frame? You need to plan a time frame when this is going to happen. So let's say right now we are in April. You want to move in and you're planning on looking for an apartment. Realistically think, how much money do I have in my savings now? 0 or however much. If you have 0, you're going to need some time probably to get an apartment, some time to save, some time to do this and that. You just need to look at your own finances, and you need to look at your own situation, and you need to see what's realistic for me. Like I said, you need to save money. So when I say saving money, I'm not saying like here and there. You need to save every paycheck you get. Every single paycheck you get, your priority right now is you want to be independent. You want to have your own spot. You want to pay your own bills. You want to have your own pet. You want to have your own friends come over. You want to smoke when you want. You want to drink when you want. You want to do whatever. You need to hustle and you need to work hard for that, because things don't come and just fall on your lap unless you have mommy and daddy paying it for you. Then there's no point of you watching this video. But if you're trying to get this on your own and figure this out on your own, then you're gonna have to work hard. So that means no more food. I cut off fast food for a few months when I was like saving money during the summer. Me and my boyfriend did not have any fast food. We cut it all out. Believe it or not, look at your bank statements and look at your app, like mobile app for your bank, and look at everything you're spending money on. I can guarantee you it's
McDonald's, it's Wendy's, it's Wawa, it's Quick Check, it's Applebee's, it's Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, whatever.
You know, you need to cut all that out, because that actually is your biggest spender. Little things here and there that honestly isn't needed, do not waste it. Only essential stuff is what you want to spend your money on. Everything else needs to go into savings. When you're saving money, you need to know what you're saving it for. So you need to kind of have a visual in your head. So I wrote it down here that you want to save money for your security deposit and month and a half rent. You have to pay your security deposit and you have to pay your month and a half rent to your rental office manager or your landlord, depending if you're renting an apartment or if you are renting a house. You need to pay that amount to them. That is the first thing that your vision needs to be, is okay, I need to save to actually be able to do this. So I had to save for my security deposit, which depends on state to state. I'm going off of New Jersey, like New Jersey, New York, PA, like it's kind of like the areas I know most, but mainly New Jersey, New York I know. Security deposit all depends on your apartment complex. So it all depends how much rent is. And yeah, it all really depends how much your rent is. So typically your security deposit is like $2,000, if not more, if not a little bit less. You're also gonna have to pay for like application fees. So meaning when you do the application for them, you have to pay them. For me, it was like 40, I think 40 bucks. So, you know, it just depends state to state. Typically, it's like 40, 50 bucks for an application fee. Depending on your complex, if they want dogs or cats, you're also gonna have to pay an application fee for that, which is I think like 50 bucks. Plus, you have to pay 50 a month for your dog or cat just to have them living there. Typically that much. It could be more, it could be less. Once you have that saved, like all that, then you want to start saving for like extra stuff. So meaning maybe you want to start saving for little things in your apartment that you know, organize, see what you have at your place you're staying at now, whatever, see what you're gonna have to need in the apartment, do some calculations, write, have a notebook with you, write stuff down that you're gonna need, whatever you're gonna need, and then also after that, save just for extras on the side, and that's how you're gonna start saving. So the third thing is credit. You need to have good credit to get into anything. Unfortunately, this country is circled around credit. You can't get a car without a credit. You can't get a house without a credit. You can't get an apartment without a credit. You can't do anything without credit, man. Nothing. Like I said, state by state it varies. I'm going off of New Jersey. My credit wasn't that bad. It wasn't like crazy high. It wasn't crazy low. It was like average. I'm not gonna like put my whole finances out there. Got approved. So you don't have to have perfect credit, but you need to have decent credit to get approved, because that's actually something that they do. They do a whole credit check on you. Good apartment, bad apartment complex, they do a credit check on you. Some apartment complexes are stricter than others. So you kind of just want to go off of what makes sense for you. If you know your credit isn't the best, maybe you don't want to go for an apartment complex that is so like luxury, because they are very strict with stuff like that. Maybe you want to go for something not that pricey but still nice, they're not that strict. And to work on your credit, you want to get a credit card and you just want to kind of do little payments here and there on it. Or if you have bad credit and you know that you haven't done payments and you haven't really been consistent, you need to get on top of that right away. So if you're saving money, we're going to go back to start saving money. The second bulletin or the third bulletin I had, you want to save money, but you're going to then have to save money for your credit cards. So if you have debt that you have to pay off, that's gonna have to be your priority, because your credit is not gonna get better if you do not pay off that debt. Things that you need to know about your own finances that make sense for you. So you wanna have good credit, But if your credit isn't the best, knowing that you have some credit cards that you haven't paid off and you've kind of been delaying, you want to start paying those off either in full, or you want to just start paying off a little bit more monthly than you should be paying, because that will help boost your credit up a little bit. One more disclaimer that I did want to say, I just forgot to mention this point about the whole credit thing. If your credit is bad, like let's say you pay everything off or whatever you did, like let's say you didn't pay anything off and your credit's so bad, you just don't have the money to pay all that. Whatever you do, you can decide to have a co-signer. Usually, depending on your apartment complex, they'll have you do the application, and typically you can either right away be like, hey, I don't think this is going to go through, I need a co-signer. Or they'll see if you can go through, the application can go through just by yourself. If not, they will offer, be like, hey, yes, it didn't go through, we can try this again. You won't have to pay anything more or anything, but they will just have your co-signer put it in, put their information in. You just want to make sure it's someone that you trust, and you want to make sure that person trusts you, because you guys are kind of correlating your credits together. The fourth thing that I want to mention is you don't want to settle. Don't listen to other people. Do your own research. Look things up.
Look.
If you can find like a cheap apartment complex to live in, sometimes you want to try to then maybe find a house to rent. So you can rent a house, and a lot of times with renting a house, you can rent to buy, which is also an awesome option. Overall, if you just are looking for a cheaper option, renting a house can sometimes be a lot cheaper, because if you're looking stuff online and let's say it says, oh, 2-bedroom for like $1,200 a month, you can sometimes negotiate with that landlord, because it's not like a set thing. They own that house and they're just renting it out to people. So it's honestly, at the end of the day, it's kind of up to them what they want to decide. So you can kind of negotiate with payments. You can't really do that in an apartment complex. So you just do not want to settle. You just want to look until you find something that's going to financially suit you and financially make you happy, and just make you not like overwhelmed, because you don't want to just settle for like the best thing and then you're suffocating in finances. That's stupid. So you don't want to do that. You want to organize all of your documents. So once everything is settled, so once you have your money saved, once you're like good, you're gonna have to have all your documents ready. Dress nice, look presentable, go to your rental office or go to your landlord, and they'll give you all these documents. At least this is how it was in an apartment complex. I'm not sure what the process is if you're renting a house, if it's the same applications that you're gonna need. Pretty sure it is, but do your research on that end. I'm not 100% sure, but I know for an apartment complex, you need to fill out applications and you need to give out documents. You want to check with them what you're gonna need, or unless you already know, but check with them. Excuse me. You know, look like you're walking in there informed and educated and smart, and that you know what you're doing. So come in with a little notebook, ask them what you're going to need. You can do a little list, write it down. They're going to give you an application, and you can either fill it out there. If you have everything ready, you can just fill out the application there, or you can just take it home. You know, you don't have to fill it out that second. You can take it home, fill it out, get all your documents ready, have like a little folder. You're going to need exactly your social, your driver's license, 5 recent pay stubs, past 2-month bank statements. You need a letter from your employer stating how much you're currently making, when you started working there, and you know, just for them to confirm that you actually have a job. Those are your personal documents that you have to hand in, and then you want to fill out that application that they give you. Pretty much you put that all in a folder. You bring that back to your rental office, still look nice and professional. Bring that to your rental office, and it will take a few days for them to process it, and they will give you a call and they will let you know if you were approved, denied. And also, what I want to let you guys know, once you move into your first apartment, you want to make sure that you get rental insurance. I'm not 100% sure how much we exactly paid for it. I will write it down below here, like right here. For you guys, I have to look into it. You need rental insurance. It just protects your apartment, protects your belongings. It's just to have a form of security in your spot that you don't technically own. I did my rental insurance through Liberty Mutual. If you guys are not sure where to look at, you guys can look into Liberty Mutual. That's what I did mine through. So you can either do monthly payments or you can just pay it fully in that year, whatever makes you more comfortable. And lastly, you just want to be mindful. You want to spend stupid money on like fast food, makeup, clothes, Amazon, like Prime stuff. Like, you don't need to be doing all that. You need to just save. You just need to look at the bigger picture and be like, listen, I have to be an adult now and it's time to grow up. That this video was helpful for you guys, you know? I hope that I kind of tried to lay it down from like first thing to last thing that you should do. So I hope that was helpful. Hope you guys enjoyed my moving out at 22 tips and tricks video.